Good evening everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to show you a traditional Assamese dish which is known as a goroi mas or pura. This is the goroi mas that we have here. This is the what we call in English spotted snake head. Now one thing very peculiar about this particular fish is that it has to be brought alive or brought and directly made or cooked. This fish is a special mechanism by which it can survive in a small amount of water also. Normally in some villages and in some places in Assam, we can store these fish in a bucket of water and actually eat just before eating, just get it killed and eat it. Today I'm going to show you a typically Assamese way of having it, which is we burn it in fact directly on the flame, right? Firewood. And these are the simple ingredients which I'll show you now. Like say we need around 3 potatoes here. This also will be burned directly in the firewood. Here we have 1 onion chopped very thin, some coriander, some chilies very thinly sliced, and some, according to your taste, some salt, and of course a piece of lemon. Now let me take you to the place where we actually going to put it directly into the fire and burn it so that we can make a mash out of it. Let's get going. So now we are trying to prepare the fire, placing some firewood. Now we're just waiting for it to have a proper burning coals ready. Only then we can put in the fish. So we're getting ready. It'll take some say around 2-3 minutes to properly light up and be ready to accept the fishes. At this moment if I put in the fish, then the outside will be charred and burnt and the interior of the fish will not be properly cooked. So we're just trying to make the fire properly. So we have the bed of charcoal, fuming charcoal ready, and this is how we put in directly the fish. The fish goes in, and then once it's put in, we have to cover it with the burning fumes there. This is the way it goes in. Okay, we're preparing the bed of burning coal for the other fishes also. This way we cover it up so that it goes in. Once the fishes are done, we'll also have to burn the potatoes. Okay, so this way the other also goes in and the next ones. Yes, this is how. Now it will take some time for them to actually cook properly in the bed of burning coal. They'll also have to be covered with the coal, burning coal, so that the process gets faster. We put in the potatoes also. We are just trying to pierce the potatoes once so that the cooking becomes easier. Okay, the potato goes in. Again, that will also be covered so that the heat can go in. I've already pierced it, so the heat will also go in very well. So just put it near the already cooking fishes there. Right. The potato will make my dish tastier still. Okay, that's another one that goes in. Okay. So now we'll wait for both the items to be cooked. Now we have to keep checking from time to time, however, to see that they are not charred, they're cooked properly. So we have to be here and wait for some time so that we can really look into what's happening with the fishes and the potatoes. Okay, that's the condition of the fish there. Now we're just trying to have the other side also properly cooked. Alright, so from time to time we have to keep checking this way. Now if you pierce in, you can see it will nicely go in. That means the fish is actually cooked. Alright, we'll just cook for some more time, but we have to be careful, otherwise it will be completely burnt. This is the other one. Yeah, there. Yes, okay. We can check for that also if you, yeah. It goes in very well if you pierce. Now we no longer need the firewood, okay, which is not burning. We'll just remove it, and the entire cooking will be done in this only, the charcoal that's fuming and burning with all the heat of the charcoal. In fact, the coal, I mean. We'll have the entire dish ready. So this is how we need to keep on, however, checking in between. Now, once it's cooked, this is how we are going to tear apart and scrape off the flesh which is to be eaten from the skin. This is the way we do it. And the head is the unnecessary part, I guess. We can leave off the head. The entire thing will come out very easily because it's cooked completely. But the bone, the central bone that we have, we just remove it off. Very easily it will come off like this. And the entire portion will also very easily come out because it's completely cooked. We can just scrape it off this way. Okay, this is the last one that's going out. Yes, easily it comes off. Okay, very well cooked. Yes, done. The central portion, the central bone will come off easily, and the head thrown away. Yes, so this way the entire thing will be done. And now we'll move on to the potatoes. Now let us come back to look at the condition of the potatoes that I have been really cooking. Okay, so just let me pierce and see. Yeah, let's pierce. Yeah, it's gone in, beautifully done up. Yes, they are cooked. So this way we'll take out all the other potatoes, and they together with the fishes will make our dish. Right, we are taking it out like this and moving down to where our fishes are so that we can cook it. The amount of fish we had now, and now we are talking about the potatoes which have been cooked thoroughly. You can see the skin can be peeled off very easily, and we have to do that when it's very hot only. So let's let her peel the entire thing. Now it is time to put all of them together and mash it. So the fish goes in. These are the boiled potatoes, not boiled. These are burnt potatoes, or right. And then we have the onion goes in. Yes, chilies, coriander, fresh coriander leaves. Yeah, even the salt according to your taste. We'll put the salt a little later. Okay. All right. The salt goes in there. And this is the next, we put in the mustard oil. Very important ingredient here in any form of mashed dishes that we serve. The mustard oil, because of the wonderful smell of the mustard oil. Yeah, and we also need to be very careful. Now it's hot, and we are just trying to mix everything together. It has to be mixed properly so that everything merges into one another, almost like a homogeneous mixture. Alright, and then we taste for the salt. Taste for the salt there. A little bit of salt. It's yummy, but lovely. The salt goes in now. And the squeeze of the lemon. Yeah, a dash of the lemon for the beautiful tangy flavor. You can always vary how much amount of tanginess you want in your dish. And this is a typical Assamese traditional way of eating that I've shown you today. Yes, and it's yummy. You need to try it out with steamed rice and some dal. So that's our traditional Assamese dish, Goroi Masor Pura. Now normally we have it with steamed rice, but people in Assam have it in another delicious way. All the leftover rice is kept in water, and the next day during the afternoon hours they have it with this particular dish. It comes out really yummy, and the entire process was worked out before you. I hope you enjoyed watching this, how we really make it in our homes. Please give a like and thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and thank you so much for watching.